आमच्याकडे आज एक अशी डोनर असा ऑर्गन डोनर who was working in Goa at Mopa airport. He was just 22-year-old ground staff, and to his unfortunate event, he got a head injury, and he was brought to Goa Medical College. At Goa Medical College, he was treated appropriately. I have a neurosurgeon with me who operated him, and his head injury was quite severe, and his score was 5, GCS score. So when score is 5, sometimes it becomes very difficult for a person to survive. But we did our best. He was in the intensive care unit for almost 5 to 6 days, managed by our intensivist, and all ventilatory support was given. The patient is a native of Kerala, and we also were trying our best. Because of his age, he should be put to action, or he should survive. But not to our this, he had a brain dead very early. After 6 days, the first apnea test came positive, and then our apnea brain dead certification committee under Dr. Sanat Bhatkar, who is a neurologist, conducted the first apnea test, and they found that patient had signs of brain dead. Again, he was kept on ventilator to see if things improve, but it did not improve, and the second apnea test also became positive. At this time, we felt that being a young patient, he could donate his organs for the benefit of patients who are on our Goa wait list for kidneys, and other organs we had put on ROTO, that is regional tissue transplant, and there was a recipient for the liver outside Goa, that is Aurangabad. So this organ was taken to Aurangabad as per the ROTO, classification, as per the ROTO priority, whereas the 2 kidneys came to Goa Medical College for those 2 patients on the wait list. One of our recipient is just 24 years old. The second recipient is 39 years old, and both these patients were waiting for kidney because they are on dialysis and they are very sick patients. So today they will be taken. The first transplant is on, and after this, second transplant will be done. Now,
the second case is the Mopa airport. The incident. Partly एक जी case इसलिए तो
no. That was not a Mopa. Yeah. One was at bus stop in Maksa. The first case, which was hit by accidentally. The father was hit. He was waiting at the bus stop with his 2-year-old child and wife. He was hit by Kadamba, and then he had a very severe head injury. Again, the same thing. He was brought. He was treated here, and to our bad luck, he succumbed to the injuries, and he became brain dead. In that patient, all organs were utilized. Means he was just 25-year-old, and then our Honorable Health Minister has promised to take care of the education of that 2-year-old child. And he has already promised that, and through his his own CSR, he is going to do it. The second case was the staff of Manipal. He did not meet an accident. He had internal bleeding. He was a little older. His name was Ajay Giri. So his kidneys were utilized, and what else? Lungs were not utilized, and liver again. Kidneys and liver. The lungs and heart there was not utilized physically because these organs were not suitable.
Patient कितने waiting list में
Now almost 6 are covered in this month only. Means beginning of 6 patients have received kidney. I think another 48 are waiting list. It's a big number. Most of our patients who are waiting for kidney, They are diabetic. They have diabetic nephropathy, and they are on regular dialysis.
Surgery was done once he came to GMC. We did what we call a decompressive hemicretic, so that we create space for the expanding brain, edematous brain, and we keep it in a subcutaneous pouch in the abdomen, the bone flap. We did all this to create space, but unfortunately, because the injury was very severe, he deteriorated gradually over 6 to 7 days in the ICU, and it can also showed a lot of edema. Then gradually his TCS became 3/50. Then the brain death protocol was initiated. It was declared brain death. Because it was a very severe head injury. It's not much. We tried whatever we could, but ultimately succumbed to his injuries.
Almost 6 days, and his conscious level, the score as such, was low right from the beginning, but he still had some breathing at first. We still had some hopes initially that he might survive. But towards the end of 6 days, almost on the 7th day, he showed all signs of brain death. So that is the time when we informed the SOTO, and that's how the process started.
This guy, he had given his life for the child who were having suffering from this kidney failure and all. I thanks to this GMC for providing this kind of support for us till date, and we are expecting future support also to transport his body to Cochin. That's all from my side. This guy, he had given his life for the child who were having suffering from this kidney failure and all. I thanks to this GMC for providing